So for today's 2-minute tech tip, I wanted to talk to you about AddCal. It was one of the tools that I mentioned on my social posts yesterday that you can swap out as a free alternative to some of the other calendar options out there. When you would use this is if you're doing something like an online course or maybe your membership or a challenge. You can set up all of the calls and then people can then add it to their calendars, so then they know when all of the calls and stuff are happening. So I'm going to show you how I can set one up for my email list lift off challenge that's happening in a couple of weeks. So first of all, you need to create a calendar for it. So I've just added in the name of the calendar. This is just something that only you will see. And then the description, you can put as much or as little detail in as you like. On the free version, you can't really do much else. To this section, you can then choose a color. Of course, I'm going to go with purple. What the time zone is that you're in and when you want your week to begin. So everything else is in the pro version, but there's still, you can still create up to 2 calendars, and I think it is 10 events within the free version. So I'm now going to add the events to it. So the events are all the different calls that you'll then have for your course membership challenge that you're running. So you can add a title for your event. You can add any kind of description you want. You can include links in these descriptions as well. If you have got a call, like here, I've got a Google Meet link, I would recommend putting that in the location as well, because especially if you're using a Google Calendar, it then comes up as a clickable link in there. And then make sure you put your event start and end date so it goes in their calendar at the right time. And then go down to the bottom and you create your event. And then if you go back to your calendar, you'll see all of your events you've got in here. You could just have one if it's just a one-off masterclass. You don't have to have multiples like I have. But the main thing that you're looking for then is this public URL. That's what you want to then copy, and that's what you'll share with everybody. And when they then get the link, this is what they'll see. They'll then choose which calendar they want to add it to, and it will then show up in their calendar. And the good thing is, if you then make any changes, so if you go into this calendar and move days and times around or move titles, because they are linked to the calendar, it will automatically update their end, which is super helpful, especially if you're running something like a membership or something like that. But what I would recommend if you are doing something like a challenge like I am, is you get people to sign up for it via your email marketing first, and then you send them this link in the email once they have joined, because otherwise this won't capture their details if you just put this link onto your social media posts and all that kind of thing. So as you can see, I am running my email list lift off challenge again, which starts on Monday the 16th of March. I would love to have as many of you watching this video joining me on the challenge. I'm going to be going through step by step all the different kind of tech setups you need to get your email marketing up and running. And then in the masterclass, I'll talk about how you actually get people onto your email list and the other tech that supports your email marketing and your business to convert subscribers into clients. I've added the link to sign up for the challenge under this video. Please note this is on my new system, so I am in the process of moving from MailerLite to Funnel Sketchers. So for the moment, my weekly emails and the 2-minute tech tips, they are still on MailerLite, but this challenge is going over to Funnel Sketchers as I'm slowly making the transition. And I know it's going to be a really exciting challenge. When I ran it in October, lots of people made lots of progress with their email marketing, whether they were doing it already and they kind of just needed a bit of a refresher, or if there's something they hadn't started yet themselves, it kind of gave them that understanding and motivation to get their email marketing up and running. If you've got any questions, please do message me. But yeah, the link to sign up is underneath this video, and I will see you next week for another 2-minute tech tip.